friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a full-time, no, I'm not, nope, part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark and sell them for a profit. Today is Friday, March 21st, and happy spring. Yesterday was the first day of spring. So excited. And I have 9 items that sold in the past 48 hours. There's my heater. Darn it, I'll get it in a minute. And the gross sales amount is $256.85. This is a vintage button-up. It is like a gingham pattern. It has a contrast collar and then this embroidered cats in baskets with flowers. How stinking cute. I looked up vintage button-up embroidered cats to see what comps might be, and the average sale price was $21.76, with a 7% sell-through rate. I listed mine for $30. That's kind of my go-to vintage price for vintage clothing if I don't have a better choice. And it sold for full price minus my 15% off coupon that I have on my eBay store. With shipping, they paid a total of $31.68. I have no idea where this came from. Don't know where I bought it. I try really hard to keep good records, and sometimes it's just a miss. But I've had it listed for 4 months. I put that it was a $2 cost of goods. That's about what I would pay for something like this. So I can't imagine that I would have paid more than that. With fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, my profit is $19.74. Now, I have some sales that sold real fast. Real fast. This is one of them. This is a, I think vintage, definitely Y2K kind of style jacket. This sold to a viewer, and I'm really very happy about that because I think it's so cute. She said she bought it for her daughter. So this is LEI. Do you need me right this second, or can you wait like 2 minutes? Okay. This is corduroy. It has this faux Sherpa. I don't even know if Sherpa is the right word, but it's made in India. Really cute. I found this. Yeah, you think it's cute? Hey, teenager stamp of approval. Love it. I found this at my favorite thrift store. It took a month to sell. Now, the average sale price for a vintage LEI trucker jacket, corduroy, Sherpa collar is mine, 100%. I took out LEI because sometimes the brand doesn't really matter, but the style does. And the average sale price was $24.98 with an 11% sell-through rate. I listed this for $25, and then I put all my coats and jackets on clearance. So this actually sold for $12.48, and I think she also used that 15% off coupon. With shipping, she paid a total of $19.66, and I paid $1 for it at my old favorite thrift store. So my profit is only $6.72, but I'm giving it a new home, and hopefully this person will absolutely love it, or her daughter will love it. So those 2 items were the items that sold on Wednesday, and they needed to be shipped out today. I have 2-day handling time, and so I did those first real fast and then got the rest of my stuff around. And as I was going to put them out on the front porch, the mailman was walking away, and I was like, wait, just in the nick of time. So the rest of the items don't have to be shipped out until Monday, I think. So we're good. I try to do it same day, but sometimes I just need a break, and I had only sold those 2 items on Wednesday, so Thursday I took a break from shipping. This is a cardigan sweater. It is the Joss A. Bank Traveler. It is an XLT, and it is made of merino wool. Oh, it's a merino wool blend well, that might mess up my comps a little bit, but one thing I have to say about comps is, especially the average sale price, is it's an average. So I looked up cardigan merino wool, and the average sale price was $43.83 with an 8% sell-through rate. There were some really high-end sweaters in there, which makes the average sale price really high. Based on this particular brand, I listed this at $25. And it sold half off because right now all my sweaters and coats are 50% off. And it sold for $14.98. Yeah. Okay, with shipping, they paid a total of $19.80. I paid $1 for it at my old favorite thrift store. So my profit is $9.65. That is a little less than I'm going for, but this is a clearance sale. I'm happy to be moving some bigger, bulkier items that probably are not going to sell as frequently in the summer, spring and summer, as I do in the fall and winter. There are some things that I was like, as I was packaging them up, I was like, oh, did I make a mistake? And maybe I did. But in the end, it's okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I have a really exciting update. Very, very exciting. These are some crazy pants. A viewer, somebody commented and said that this pattern is actually called, I want to say Zubaz, Z-U-B-A-Z. And I Googled it, and sure enough, that's exactly what this is. It's like a crazy zebra stripe, kinda. But these are the Philadelphia Eagles. It has that on it and their little mascot right there. And they're just sleep pants. It says NFL Team Apparel Sleepwear. So the Philadelphia Eagles sleep pants have an average sale price of $27.81 with a 52% sell-through rate. They did just win the Super Bowl. So I'm assuming, I could be wrong, I'm assuming that has something to do with it. But these sold in 2 weeks, really fast, which makes sense. I had them priced at $40 and someone offered $31. Maybe I priced them at $35. I don't remember, but $31 plus shipping, they paid $37.21. I paid 64 cents for them at a bag sale at my new favorite thrift store. And yeah, they sold in 2 weeks. So these did sell promoted. So I promote at, it's either 3 or 5% right now. When I switched it from 5 to 3, like half of my items didn't switch. So I don't know which ones of this is, but I paid an extra $1.18 in fees. So minus fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, my profit is $24.78. That's insane. On a pair of sleep pants, I'm so happy about that. So happy. All right, this is one that I made a mistake. It's a littler mistake. Yeah, what's up, kiddo?
My watch was on the table. Did you?
Yeah, I put it away.
Okay.
This is a vintage sweater. Has like this cool geometric print. This print is not this exact print, but this kind of style of print is what I've been selling in in vintage sweaters this year. And I just bought this like 2 weeks ago. So this is David Taylor. It is made in the USA. I did not add that to my comp. So the average sale price for a vintage cardigan geometric is what I searched, is $44.94 with an 18% sell-through rate. I priced this at $40, and that's where I think my mistake is. I probably could have priced it more at $50, but my experience is that these sell around $30. I decided when I did my clearance sale that I was going to go ahead and put everything in it, including items that were newer. And I did that. So this sold for $19.97. could it have sold for $40 or, you know, $32 with a 20% off offer? Maybe, but maybe I would be holding on to it until October. I don't know. It's hard to say. All right. Maybe I could have still sold it for $25 if I had priced it at $50. No, it's such a learning curve. All of this, things change so quickly, and you have to do what's right for you and best for you. And sometimes mistakes get made. I'm not sure that this was a mistake. I'm just saying, like, perhaps it was. Okay, after fees, shipping, my cost of goods was $4 at a local thrift store. My profit's $10.30. I would have liked that to be a little higher for sure. I feel like that's not right. That's right. Okay. This also sold in 2 weeks. Super fast. I love that. This also sold half off, but this sold closer to comps than this is another sleep shirt. Has tie-dye on it. This is Torrid, which is one of my favorite brands to resell. And it's just like a sweatshirt, very oversized and very soft. That's what I meant to say. This is a size 4. My experience is with plus sizes that 3X, 4X, 5X, those sell faster. And this was really no exception. The average sale price for a Torrid sleep shirt is $13.37 with an 8% sell-through rate. So that's not a real high sell-through rate. I list most of my like bread and butter items that I have experience with at $25. And then this got put in my clearance sale. So I did sweaters, coats, flannel, and fleece. And so I think because this had fleece in it, maybe I did sweatshirts. I don't remember. Anyway, $25. So half off of that was $12.84. No, 48 cents. I can read. They paid a total of $19.40. I paid $3.33. That was an average cost of goods at a local thrift store. Actually, that same one. I found a lot of things here from that thrift store, a few things. So after fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, my profit is $5.30. That's, you know, that's not great, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. I'm also getting my $3.33 back. So now I can buy something else to sell. All right, this is so cool. So cool. This is a vintage sweater, and this is Indiana University. So if you don't know, I live in Indiana. Indiana University is in Bloomington, which is quite a bit of ways from me. But it's actually going to Bloomington, I noticed. So I thought that was really cool. Here's the Made in USA Nutmeg Athletic Department sweaters. Super cool. It's, I think, 100% cotton. It has this texture kind of knit to it. Very cool. An average sale price for a vintage Indiana University sweater is $30.56 with a 3% sell-through rate. Super low sell-through rate. But there was something about this. I was like, I'm gonna list it pretty high, and I listed it for $50. And someone sent me an offer for $35. And I said, yes, please, I will take that. So it sold in 4 days. I did Google image search this, and then there's something else though we'll talk about in a minute, because I have messed up before and just gone off of like kind of basic comps and not looked at the exact item. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that exact item can be worth more than just like a basic. Just Alice. Not till later. You guys will be gone most of the time. Huh?
Did you get me the dress?
I did not get you the dress. Everybody needs me this morning. All right. This, yeah, I bought this at a church sale for $3. So with shipping, they paid a total of $41.85 minus fees, shipping, and my cost of goods. My profit is $26.97. Love that. Love that. It's so cute. Hopefully they will love it. It's really, I think it's unique. Maybe it's not. This is another thing I thought I made a mistake on. This sold on Depop, and it's a linen blend jumpsuit. So it has a wide leg. It's linen blend. I mean, super cute for spring and summer, right? It was getting a ton of likes. I was sending out so many offers on Depop for this thing. And then when I went to sell it, or when I went to like put all my information in today on the brand tag, but nowhere in my title, on the brand title in Depop, oh my word, I'll get it. It said Anthropologie, and I was like, I do not remember that being Anthropologie. And I was like freaking out. And like, if it is Anthropologie, why is that not in the title? And so I went and looked. I did not put it in the title, but I looked at the tags, and it does have the Anthropologie RN number. So I was like, okay, well, at least I, was accurate in that. But then I was like, did I undersell this because it's Anthropologie? I don't know. I looked it up. So what I looked up originally was linen blend jumpsuit, wide leg. And the average sale price was $21.71 with a 5% sell-through rate. And I was like, man, did I really mess up? So then I added Anthropologie to that search, and it did change it slightly to $27.48 with an 8% sell-through rate, but I had it listed for $30 and it sold for $24. So I feel like I did not mess up on that. So it sold for $24 plus $9 in shipping. So they paid a total of $33. I got charged $166 in fees, and I paid $6.84 in shipping. It was listed on Depop for just 2 weeks, but I've had this for, I think, 8 or 9 months. I forgot to look exactly, but based on the number, I think it's been 8 or 9 months. So, I'm glad it sold so fast on Depop. My cost of goods was roughly $2. I found it at the bins where you pay by the pound. So I have an average cost of goods is $2 per item. And so that makes my profit $22.50. I am very pleased with that. All right, this was the other item that I did a Google Lens search to make sure I wasn't missing something, because the basic, just basic search could be misleading, if that makes sense. So this is a vintage Guess bag. There's no tag in here that says if it's vintage or not, which is really frustrating, or not vintage, leather or not. So it has I don't know, has all these buckles. I used Y2K. I Google searched it, and nothing spectacular came up. So the average sale price for a vintage Guess purse is $37.27 with a 6% sell-through rate. I priced mine at $40, and someone offered me $30, and I accepted that. This is not a good tissue paper. You know what? I'm just not going to do that. I am going to keep it in the plastic. I don't usually do that because I reuse my bags, but I'm gonna put it in a box because of all these buckles, all this hardware. I had a pin, I bought a pin once, and it came and it had been run over in the envelope. Like you could see the tire tracks on it. And it was ruined. So just because of that, and since it's sold on Poshmark and I can use a box easier than if it was on eBay, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the box. So anyway, they offered me $30. I went ahead and took that. It sold in a day. So I listed it and 24 hours later got the offer. So I was pleased with that. I paid $3.33 for it at a local thrift store, and my profit is $20.67. I am very happy today. Overall, my profit for the last 2 days was $146.63. My goal is $67 a day, which makes it, sorry, I just want to make sure that was actually sealing. Which makes it $2,000 a month, and that, you know, helps my family. I do use about 500, 600, depending on the month, to put back into my my business. I buy more inventory, I buy shipping supplies and my subscriptions. I pay my daughter to take pictures for me. There are other things that will come out of this $146, but I will go through all of that at the end of the month. Well, at the beginning of April, I'll talk about March numbers. Exciting update, the authentication came back through Poshmark and the Chanel sweater is real. So it is off to its new home. Just waiting, it's in transit right now. So hopefully that will be delivered and be accepted very soon. That's very exciting. All right. I wanted to check in with the March listing challenge. If you're doing that, make sure you check in below. How are you doing? So far, since my last little hiccup, I've been doing good. I have lowered my new listings to 5. I was doing 8, and I lowered that to 5 and upped my relisting to 15 from 10. The relistings are what I am focusing on this month, and I feel like that's being helpful. I feel like I've sold a few things that I've relisted and kind of changed. There was one thing in particular I can remember in the past couple of days that I re-looked at comps and changed the price, and it sold quickly once I priced it appropriately and changed a couple things, adding keywords, making sure that my condition is correct, and just making sure everything is correct in them. Sometimes I am a little speedy and I make mistakes, but that's okay. So how are you doing if you're doing the listing challenge? If you are not doing a listing challenge and you want to, that's fine. There's still time to join. There's still 10 days left in March. A lot can be done in 10 days. So if you feel like you're having a hard time being consistent and you want to make a goal for the next 10 days, why don't you go ahead and let me know what those are, and I will cheer you on in the comments. Let's go for a silly question of the day. Are you pie or cake? Which do you prefer? What's your dessert of, well, I guess that's, if I say dessert of choice, that opens up a wide array. But pie or cake? I am most of the time cake, but it has to be really good and moist, because dry cake is disgusting. Let me know. Bonus points if you add a emoji. However, the points don't matter, so there's that. All right, make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do these ship with me videos most every day, and thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate hanging out with you. I'll see you soon.